obviously I've been doing these with other games in the past. I also got a request to do one with Silent Hill 4, which I'm going to do probably later this week, early next. But I was going to do that one, and then I was like, wait, I have to do the Quarry still, so I figure I'd do the Quarry first. I admit, I had to, I only could remember some of the characters' names. So I just called up on the internet here, but the Quarry is another game by Supermassive Games. It's not in the Dark Pictures series, anthology series. It's standalone like this, like Until Dawn, and Hidden Agenda as well. This one came out in, what was it, 22? Yeah. This one, I really like this game quite a bit, actually. I want to do another playthrough of it at some point. But this one is in the vein of, like, the horror movies and the camp and the slashers. It has that vibe. There'll be spoilers here, I'm going to let you know right now. These are pretty much all the characters in the game. Obviously, not all these characters are playable, but it has like the the camp slasher, those type of movies feel to it. There's not a slasher in this this game. It starts off with Max and Laura. In the beginning, they're driving to the camp, and then Ted Raimi's character, who is, what is his name here? Travis is the cop sheriff. And because they crash, they see something in the road. They crash, and then you're doing some gameplay, and you're finding some of the tarot cards or whatever in this one. And, eventually, yes, there's some spooky stuff. You find some things, clues, and they're always finding clues in these games to piece things together. And you find the tarot cards that show premonitions. And eventually, Travis, the cop, finds you. He's like, "What are you doing?" He tells you to go to the hotel instead of to the camp. The camp's at the Quarry. Instead of going there. Now they're trying to show up early. It's that night before they're supposed to show up. And he's like adamant. He's like, "Go to the hotel." They don't. Shit happens to both of them. That's Laura, and this is Max. Some of these people are well known. Obviously, you got David Arquette, Ted Raimi. He is in the kid who plays Max is in. I saw him in Santa Clarita Diet. Brenda Song is here. Justice Smith. Lance Hendrickson, Lynn Shay. But shit happens, and then the game starts up kind of proper. And you got all the counselors down here. These two are supposed to be counselors. Obviously, they've now disappeared. And they are... Take it on. The one here is... Nick. I gotta remember their names now. And, like, corresponding who they are. He is Dylan. He is Ryan. Caitlin is Brenda Song. Jacob, I believe, Emma, and Abigail. This is Chris Hackett. It's the Hackett family. I'll tell you about them. But Travis is one of them. Chris, Lynn Shay is Lance Henderson, the big dude in the background here. And you're doing basic stuff in these games. It's like point and click, but more involved, right? You're actually doing more stuff. A lot of quick time events. This one relies mostly on the thumbstick to do a lot of the stuff. Obviously, in these games, everyone could live, everyone could die. Some can live, some can die. Like all the other ones, right? In these, and Until Dawn as well, at least the Devil in Me took this out, where you're talking, you can talk to the other characters a lot more, and stuff. And like I said, you'll do other things. Like I remember you're shooting a shotgun at one point at targets. You'll do other gameplay stuff like that. But they're all there. They're ready to leave. And then Jacob, he messes with the truck so he can't leave because he wants to spend another night with Emma because they had a fling during their summer camp counseling. And Chris Hackett's like, yo, we gotta get out of here. You gotta leave tonight. He's the head counselor. Chris Hackett, he's the owner. He's not the counselor. He's like the head guy for the Quarry, the camp. And he finds out the thing's busted. He's like, oh my God. He's like, stay in the main lodge. Just stay in there. Of course they don't. They throw a party. And stuff starts happening. They try to make it seem like, there's a killer in the woods, but here's the spoiler. You can kind of figure it out pretty quickly. But they're werewolves. They've been cursed by when you collect the tarot cards at premonitions to see, they show scenes from the game. You meet the fortune teller, and her son was like, I forget what they call them. I don't think do they call them werewolves in this? I can't remember. But he was one. And they burned down they wanted to not burn it down completely, but they were in like a traveling carnival. The fortune teller's son, and they burned the place down. And she like cursed one of them got bit, I believe. Because Chris Hackett's kids are also in the game, but you don't really see them. But they're infected as well. And they're trying to, they want the kids out because they want them safe. They're trying to find a cure for this thing. And they got silver bullets and stuff. And stuff, It starts off kind of slow. There's not like a lot of action, and then it really starts to ramp up. It does a good job of letting you kind of get to know all the characters, and I will say this about all these supermassive games. They do a good job of you, like, hating a lot of the characters at first. You're like, these guys are annoying. I can't wait to see them get killed. And then you kind of learn to like them, and they grow on you and stuff. The only one, Jacob's kind of annoying throughout, but he even is not. He's, you don't want to just see him get killed, but it's a really good game. It looks really nice. They always looked better. I'm sure this looks even better on the newer systems. But I feel like this and Until Dawn have a better look than, not by a ton, but they look better than the Dark Pictures games. And I would assume because they have better publishers. Sony did Until Dawn. It's 2K. So I think the other ones are all Namco, Bandai Namco. I feel like more money was put into these ones, so you get. The other ones look good as well, but these just have the production's a little bit better on this and Until Dawn. Like I said, certain choices as well in these games will play a part much further down the line. You could pretty much be getting a character killed with a choice you made, a chapter or two before. But these games all have great replayability, because you can go back, try to get everybody's. I had when I played through, the only one that died was Emma, and it was because I didn't think she would. It was almost too obvious, and you thought it would be like kind of a misdirection, but it wasn't. And it just involved me making a choice. Like I just got. That was it. I was done. There was no, button presses to maybe escape. It was just a bad choice, and I was done. Similar thing happened in Until Dawn with one of my characters, and I kind of knew it would happen that time too, but I had to do it. And the story progresses, and you find out stuff, and both these characters here are not dead because Max has been bit, and he's in a jail cell. the cop brought him to the jail cell. And then, like, he's trying to convince him. Travis is like, watch your boyfriend turn into a werewolf. And she does, and she gets her eye messed up because he's bugging out in the cell. And he smacks his thing, and her eye gets screwed up. But then she reappears again later in the game. And you use her for a bit. You use pretty much all of them and these two. It's nice. All the voice acting is well done. They obviously did the mocap as well. It all looks nice. Some of these games are still, unfortunately, always going to be a little janky when you're walking and stuff. But I don't know, it looks really cool. And this one's pretty creepy. Out of all of them, I would probably say Until Dawn and The Devil in Me were the creepiest for me personally. But these games all have that, kind of little twists and stuff. This one's laid out much earlier on in the game. It's not really a twist, but you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be a killer in the woods, but it's not. The family's actually trying to kind of protect the kids that night. And like I said, there's like love interests too among everybody. You can kind of make those go a little further, like Nick and Abigail, Emma and Jacob, kind of. Dylan and Ryan as well. Obviously, Laura and Max are already dating. I don't think Caitlin has a love interest in this one. They all have their different character traits as well. Some of them, like I said, like out of the gate, a few of them you're like, oh, they're so obnoxious. Almost like they set it up that way, and then they grow on you, and they become kind of better characters over the course of the game. I just like these games. I don't know why I like their movie kind of presentation. And like I said, what's her name? Grace something. I can't say her last name. She's the fortune teller, and she's like Peter Stormare in Until Dawn, and the curator in the Dark Pictures games. That kind of person who appears periodically, and talks to you as the player. And that's what the replayability is nice too, because you can continue to kind of play the game and make the complete opposite choices and get everyone killed quick or try to everybody live. I'm trying to think. I did save everybody on The Devil in Me. I think I admitted in my review I cheated a little bit on that. Oh yeah, because I got screwed. No, I got screwed on a part that could have got me killed, because it was one of those stupid button pressing things that happened out of nowhere and I wasn't paying attention. I was like, no, I'm not. I already started the chapter. And like I said, giving a certain weapon to a certain character will help and stuff. Usually the games do a pretty good job of letting you almost get at any situation, but like I said, there's a few where you're kind of screwed if you just make a bad choice. But it's a really good game. It looks nice. This one has a good setting. It's in the camp. You go to other places too. You go to a junkyard briefly, and there's a layout. You see the map. You could pull the map up, and it will show you where like the characters are at that point, or if someone died, where they died. Like Emma, they showed her in like the treehouse on the lake, the island in the lake. There's the lodge. There's the Hackett family house that you go to later, much later in the game. What else was there? There's like the camp area itself with the cabins and the radio station and stuff like that. And then there's like the little campfire area you hang out in the woods as well. You run around for a little bit. And they're just fun games. I don't know. I like them, and they're all well done. I pass the controls back and forth. You play them online. Apparently, like playing it online is pretty fun because, like, you're not going. No, I don't think it's like you don't know what's going on with the other person the character they're playing as while you're playing. So, it's a cool game. I like this one quite a bit actually. And the thing too, I mean, you could keep everyone alive because the family members here that you don't play as also can be killed. I know that because I was watching Nextlanders. After I was watching their playthrough, and towards the end, there's a scene where like 3 people can bite it in a matter of like 3 seconds, and they made the complete opposite choices. Like heads were getting blown off, all types of shit. It's pretty gory, these games. Pretty gory. But they're cool, And I got I don't know what ending did I get. I would have gotten the good ending. I forget what happened. It was Ryan. It was Caitlin there. No, Laura, maybe Ryan. Maybe one other person was there. But it worked out. The fortune teller was pissed at me. But, yeah. That is a game request here today of Ramble and the Quarry. Continuing this, I believe this started as a request as well. Like the whole thing, doing the GameCube mic and rambling about a game. And this is another one I will be doing Silent Hill 4 as well. I'm kind of glad I did this one first because I can remember a good amount about Silent Hill 4, but I need to brush up on the story a little bit so I can be talking about it more because the story in that game is really good. Kind of just